Oh man, that is awesome. I just did the entire 2-minute warning for today, but I never hit record. I never hit go live. I never actually went live. I just sat here and did it by myself. Oh man. Okay. Let's do it again. I mean, I'm like waiting to hit finish, end. And there's no end. It's like, it says go live instead. Okay. Take 2. Here we go. Oh, wait. Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning.
It's Monday.
No, it's not Monday. Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning for Tuesday, May 16th. Let's see if I can do this again. Exactly like I did the last time. Yesterday, we wrapped up chapter 3 with Paul's rhetorical question in verse 31. Do we then overthrow the law, the Torah, by faith, by this faith in Jesus and Messiah? By no means. On the contrary, we uphold the law. Man, if Christianity just actually believed the Bible, imagine how that would change everybody's lives. Romans 4, 1 through 8. This is called Abraham justified by faith. Back and forth, English Standard, Complete Jewish Bible. What then shall we say was gained by Abraham, our forefather, according to the flesh, obtained by his own efforts? For if Abraham was justified by works, or considered righteous by God because of legalistic observances, see, Paul's talking about observing Torah. That's why he used the word works. But you wouldn't know that unless you actually knew about this stuff, which they didn't teach you because your pastor doesn't know about it, so he can't teach it to you. For if Abraham was justified by works or the legalistic observances of Torah, he has something to boast about, but not before God. He then has something to boast about. But this is not how it is before God. Verse 3, what does the Tanakh say? What does the scriptures say? The Old Testament. Abraham believed God and it was counted to him as righteousness. It was credited to his account as righteousness. Genesis 15:6, verse 4 now in Romans. Now to the one who works, his wages are not counted as a gift, but as his due. Deuteronomy 9, 4 through 5 is a cross-reference there. It says, now the account of someone who is working is credited not on the ground of grace, but on the ground of what is owed him. Verse 5, however, and to the one who does not work, but believes or trusts in him, Jesus, who justifies the ungodly, his faith is counted as righteousness. Who makes ungodly people righteous. However, in the case of one who is not working, but rather is trusting in him who makes ungodly people righteous, his trust is credited to him as righteousness. I'm not going to end this, is it? Just as David also speaks of the blessing of the one to whom God counts righteousness apart from works. Okay, I'm going to repeat that over here, and I'm going to stop this. In the same way, the blessing which David pronounces is on those whom God credits with righteousness apart from legalistic observances. Paul's now going to quote Psalm 32, 1 through 2. Blessed are those whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered over. Blessed is the man whose sin Adonai will not reckon against his account. And if you remember what we're talking about, it's the balance of grace and faith versus the justification of works of the law. That doesn't eradicate the law. It doesn't do away with the law. We're not done. The conversation's not over. We'll see you tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed during our broadcasts are solely those of the broadcast producers, hosts, and/or guests, etc., and are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Travelog Network, its sponsors, or affiliates.